So around 1000 AD, historians called this the Romanesque period. During this time, the Romanesque style of art lacked a background. The paintings of people would have longer faces and their bodies just didn't look right because they were out of proportion. It's similar with stained glass. At the Church of Lausanne Cathedral in Switzerland, there is a calendar of the months of the year. This is February. You can see him trying to warm up, and in April, spring flowers are being collected. Then in July, he's toiling in the garden. Also in November, you can see the same man getting ready for winter as he harvests his animals. You'll be designing around stained glass. It will be fun to do the month of your birthday.
You need a piece of paper, a scrap paper, oil pastel, Sharpie, pencil, ruler, vegetable oil, and a paintbrush. Let's start off with a large piece of paper and draw a large circle. Might be helpful to trace something or do the best you can. We're going to design a stained glass window. Now remember, you get to decide what month you're going to be doing. What's your favorite thing about the month of your birthday? This is going to be your theme. My birthday is in August, so I'm going to do kind of a beachside kind of look. So first we're going to start out adding sections. And my first section is the ocean and the sand, the water and the sand. And then I'm also going to add a sun. Then I want to teach you how to draw a crab. Do a kind of a curved line on top, and then two straight lines down. And then in the middle, go on down and draw a short line. And then connect those with a curved interior line. And then we're going to add 4 legs on each side. Now they're not spiders, they're crabs, but they have 8 legs. Okay, and then they have these indents right here and eyes that actually kind of poke out. Now we're going to add the claws. These are 2 small triangles with another triangle touching tip to tip. Then you're going to draw a large the claws. You're going to do a C for that middle area. And there you have it. You have a crab. I'm going to add some 3 different sized pebbles here to kind of create some variety. The rule of 3 is a pretty awesome rule. Now I'm going to trace this with my Sharpie marker. What this is this actually creates it so that you can, when we're done, the Sharpie is the area that's not going to be see-through. If you saw the stained glass pictures from before, you saw that all the pictures were actually outlined with a dark leaded black line to separate all the pictures. And so that's what we're doing. This is our black leaded dark line. Okay, and then I want you to add in any details. Then it's finally time to start adding color. This is the funnest part. Use your oil pastels and start from the top and then go down the picture. I want to add a little variety to my water here, to my ocean. The darker water is usually when it's deeper in the ocean, and the lighter water is when it's shallower. I also like the monochromatic feel. Okay, next we're going to do the sand. Now I'm going to do an imperfect sand because I don't want it just straight yellow. So I'm going to add yellow because that's what I have. I'm going to do it in a scribbly sense, so there's lots of motion and lots of white peeking through. Then I'm going to take the rust color, which is kind of a brown. It's reddish brown, and I want to get some shadows and a little bit of texture into it. So I'm just going to go along some of the edges underneath the rocks and underneath the crab and create a little bit of a shadow. I feel like that'll add a little bit of a fun touch to our picture here. Okay, let's fill in our crab. So I just start out with some red. Then let's fill in the rocks. Purple rocks sound good, right? And let's fill in the border. Now again, we want black outlines so that it has that reminiscent of stained glass. Now the fun part. Let's go ahead and take our brush and dip it into that oil. May I suggest you start with the lighter colors because there's some of the colors it's going to transfer onto the actual paintbrush. So start with the lighter colors. And just start going over everything. What this does is it kind of dissolves, or you could say melts, the oil pastels and makes it smooth. And do you see underneath, that paper underneath there that I put under there? There is, the oil is definitely bleeding through. So as I am painting this, it gets smoother and smoother and fills in all the white spots and crumbs between each of the black spaces and each of the colors becomes a nice smooth color. Now we're going to let this dry. See how shiny and full of oil it is? Please keep it down low. Do you see it's a little see-through here? Keep it down low. Do not hang it up just yet. So what you're going to do is you're going to let it dry for about a day, and then you can cut it out and hang it up on your window. See how see-through that is and how it's kind of gooey, but totally worth it and super fun. So what you're going to do now is you're going to let it dry, and in the morning you can hang it up on your window. And I'll show you some pictures of how this turned out to my window.